Genesis chapter 3. Now the serpent was most cunning of all the beasts of the field that the Lord God had made. And he said to the woman, Though God said, You shall not eat from any tree of the garden. And the woman said to the serpent, From the fruit of the garden's trees we may eat, but from the fruit of the tree in the midst of the garden God has said, You shall not eat from it, and you shall not touch it, lest you die. And the serpent said to the woman, You shall not be doomed to die, for God knows that on the day you eat of it, your eyes will be opened, and you will become as gods, knowing good and evil. And the woman saw that the tree was good for eating, and that it was lust to the eyes, and the tree was lovely to look at, and she took of its fruit and ate, and she also gave to her man, and he ate. And the eyes of the two were opened, and they knew they were naked. And they sewed fig leaves and made themselves loincloths. And they heard the sound of the Lord God walking about in the garden in the evening breeze. And the human and his woman hid from the Lord God in the midst of the trees of the garden. And the Lord God called to the human and said to him, Where are you? And he said, I heard your sound in the garden, and I was afraid, for I was naked, and I hid. And he said, Who told you that you were naked? From the tree I commanded you not to eat, have you eaten? And the human said, The woman whom you gave by me, she gave me from the tree, and I ate. And the Lord God said to the woman, What is this you have done? And the woman said, The serpent beguiled me, and I ate. And the Lord God said to the serpent, Because you have done this, cursed be you of all cattle and all beasts of the field. On your belly shall you go, and dust shall you eat all the days of your life. Enmity I will set between you and the woman, between your seed and hers. He will boot your head, and you will bite his heel. To the woman he said, I will terribly sharpen your birth pangs. In pain shall you bear children. And for your man shall be your longing, and he shall rule over you. And to the human he said, Because you listened to the voice of your wife, and ate from the tree that I commanded you, you shall not eat from it. Cursed be the soil for your sake. With pangs shall you eat from it all the days of your life. Thorn and thistle shall it sprout for you, and you shall eat the plants of the field. By the sweat of your brow shall you eat bread, till you return to the soil, for from there you were taken, for dust you are, and to dust you shall return. And the human called his woman's name Eve, for she was the mother of all that lives. And the Lord God made skin coats for the human and his woman, and he clothed them. And the Lord God said, Now that the human has become like one of us, knowing good and evil, he may reach out and take as well from the tree of life and live forever. And the Lord God sent him from the Garden of Eden to till the soil from which he had been taken. And he drove out the human and set up east of the Garden of Eden the cherubim and the flame of the whirling sword to guard the way to the tree of life.